Move! This area will be well defended.
What are you doing here?
I know he's here.
We need to reinforce! He's there! Do it now! I'm done!
There will be no glory in your passing.
You better not run again!
wisdom. Does it please you, I wonder, to watch your city on the verge of battle?
If you are out there, Athena, please watch over Roxana Avidria. She fought honorably.
Do you have the seals for me?
I do.
More seals and more proof what we're doing is working. Thankfully, there are at least some people in power willing to listen to me.
I'll leave the politics to you.
As it should be. And I have more work for you, assuming you're up for it.
I'm always interested in more work.
I was worried about employing a mercenary, but you've been a pleasant surprise.
Yes, that's what they all call me. A pleasant surprise.
I suspect if they call you anything offensive, they don't live long.
I couldn't say.
At least I have you working with me, instead of getting in my way.
Other generals giving you trouble?
They refuse to acknowledge I know what I'm doing. But it doesn't matter. I'll get the job done, and eventually all of Athens will know it. Are you ready for more work?
I'll get you your seals.
Thank you.
First, I have some questions. Why is it I always find you here?
Athena is the goddess of wisdom and war. What better place for a general to ask for blessings?
You don't seem very devout to me.
I'm not the first general in my family. My father was as well, and his father before him.
You would have learned military thinking from a young age.
Exactly. My grandfather brought me here when I was a child. He stood me here and told me Athena was our patron. That we must always offer her our respect on the eve of war.
He sounds like a wise man.
He was. He died in battle the next day.
You come here to remember him.
And to remember that though the gods may be our patrons, they will not always protect us.
What do you think your future holds?
Victory or death. You don't stay a general for long if you don't win battles.
I suppose many generals die on the field.
Not the majority. The Athenian people are the greatest threat to a general's life. If you displease them, they'll remove you from office, ostracize you, or even condemn you to death.
And you want this job?
There is no greater purpose than the glory of Athens. It's my duty and my honor.
Who does a general like you look up to?
You know who was a true hero?
I'm guessing you're about to tell me.
Odysseus. He used his wits to triumph. Wily Odysseus, they call him. Without him, the Trojan War would have been lost. And the other generals understood that.
I know enough. I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Being flanked here.
I'll handle that beast!
Can't they get here? Let's take a look.
You're lucky when I'm done. You don't look like fun.
I've got your barn!
Just die.
Yeah! We're friends now. I'm not your enemy.
Hang on, Paulo. Slow down.
Watch where you're going!
You should turn away, Mistios.
Got to be careful not to get spotted.
Hide yourself! That archer's over there! Over there! I go for the archery! Do you see any movement? It's not here.
Run with me, my friend.
And wisdom. Do you have my seals yet?
Why, yes, I do.
Good. The Spartans will soon realize someone is picking off their senior commanders.
Probably, but they haven't caught me yet.
Interested in more work?
Of course. What do you need?
At this rate, the Spartans will need to recruit from their farmers.
You're really not fond of Sparta.
Would you be, were you me? They challenge all that Athens stands for. They care nothing for art, or education, or philosophy. For them, warfare is the only goal.
Strange thing to hear from a general in the Athenian army.
I serve Athens with arms because I am skilled with fighting and strategy. But I protect those who serve our culture and legacy.
They're lucky to have you.
I've earned my place. Would you be interested in more work removing Spartan commanders?
I'll get you your seals. Why do you think the Spartans are attacking Athens now?
Why do they do anything? For conquest, for glory. Because they know no other life than war.
What will you do with all these seals?
For now, I'll use them as proof of what I've achieved. It will give my words weight. Very few Athenians have ever seen a Spartan seal.
But you have plans for them later.
Someday, I want my children to see them. Then they'll witness me donate them to a temple. That should inspire them to earn their own.
You seem thoughtful. Thinking of what happened to your grandfather?
No. Thinking of the first battle I lost.
What happened?
I overestimated my own abilities. We were supposed to lay siege to a city, but I was impatient. I felt the need to prove myself, at the expense of my men.
You abandoned the siege.
Yes, I led an attack my men weren't prepared for, on Aetolia. It was pure hubris on my part, and my men paid for it. My closest friend died in the battle. Never again.
I see why you're so determined to get the Spartans at a disadvantage.
They are already at a disadvantage. They made an enemy of me.
I know enough to keep going. Much better as allies. Careful. Don't want to be caught here. Marcos?
Alexios? Jared!
How?
Kept myself busy, haven't I? No time to explain here. Get me out!
I am breaking you!
Everyone wants you dead!
You're as nimble as ever. Now, carry me to my house on the other side of the mountain.
I have to carry you the whole way?
I'm so weak. I'm so frail.
Fine. Marcos, another vineyard?
I am nothing if not consistent, my friend. Ah, much better. No one makes a hasty exit like you.
You're welcome.
Alexios, welcome to the newest of the Marcos estates. I wasn't expecting company, but one must always be prepared. Wine?
Marcos, I can't believe you're here.
Believe it, my friend. I'm not a man of one city, but of all cities. Who am I to deny the rest of the Greek world what I have to offer?
Been here long?
Long enough to establish myself as the foremost wine seller in Kos. Well, the one wine seller in Kos. The Koans will come around eventually.
What brings you to Kos of all places?
I've learned a thing or two about soil. Turns out Kefalonia wasn't the best place for grapes. Plus, the locals here love wine.
Everybody loves wine.
Besides, how profitable could I have been in a town of thieves and mercenaries? Not very.
You made it a long way from home.
I could say the same to you. Did you find what you were looking for?
I did. I found my mother.
What a coincidence! I found my mama too.
Here, in Kos.
Since Kos is her home, Kos is my home too. Say hello, mama.
Your mama? You told me your mother was dead.
Right, this is my adopted mama. We've become so close, she wouldn't have it any other way.
Come on, Marcos. The truth.
Well, mama is the owner of the vineyard. When her husband met his untimely death, it was going to be auctioned off. Something had to be done.
So you stepped in to help. How generous.
It's ridiculous a wonderful lady such as mama cannot inherit her own property. Now we run the vineyard together. Isn't that right, mama? She'd put up a fuss if she disagreed. It's her land, but she shares it with her precious son, me!
Don't think I've forgotten that. Marcos always has a plan. Sounds like one of your schemes.
Alexios, that was the old Marcos. These days, I live a peaceful life.
You were tied up in a fort. That's peaceful.
About that. I have a bit of a problem on my hands.
Why am I not surprised?
But it's something I know you could help me with, my friend. I know your credentials.
Go on.
You know me. I borrow some drachmae, and before I know it, they're calling me the Khan of Kos. All thanks to the Cerberus, whom I owe the most.
The Cerberus? Oh, first the Cyclops, now this. Don't tell me it's a three-headed dog.
Don't be ridiculous. This is nothing like the Cyclops. This time I wish to make a peace offering with nothing less than my finest wine.
Finest? Palatable? Maybe.
Alexios, you're like family to me. And since I'm family to you, I'm sure you wouldn't mind helping.
You're sure, are you?
I promise I can afford to pay you this time. Just take my wine to the Cerberus. Simple.
Fine. For old time's sake.
I can always count on you. And the Cerberus can count on a nice wine pairing with dinner. Take it to his house.
The Cerberus better not bite me. Are you the Cerberus?
Who wants to know?
Whew, only one head. A gift for you. Have you ever had Marcus's wine? It's the best of the best.
What's so good about it?
If you savor your wine, you'll like it. It's very rich.
He's not gonna win me over with wine. I never forget whose purse my drachmi goes into.
It's a peace offering. A thank you for waiting so patiently for him to pay you back.
Then drink with me, if you think it's so good.
All right.
It's poisoned!
No, that's just the wine.
You tricked me.
I'm going to be sick.
Guards! Guards!
Hey, I see you.
Hello. Ugh, still have the taste of Marcus's wine in my mouth.
Yeah!
Ah, he's returned. Let me guess. The Cerberus wants to order another amphora's worth.
The wine made us sick, Marcus.
Impossible. It was my best batch. I double-checked.
If you wanted him dead, you should have told me.
I did tell you. I'm a new Marcos. I don't want people dead. I want what's right. But that isn't good news.
Either way, he's dead now.
Dead? That's just great. I guess there's only two left to deal with now.
Two.
The Cerberus is 3 men, brothers. That's why they're called the Cerberus. Get it?
Now you tell me. Expect revenge from the brothers, then.
What to do? What to do? What am I saying? Alexios, this is when we strike.
Strike? You and what army?
I have a demigod for a best friend. That's an army as strong as 20 soldiers.
So, what are you going to do?
They need to be spooked. As Mama says, a threat is like a bear. Very scary. We'll burn the Cerberus's farm, specifically the silos.
That's not a good idea.
When have you had reason not to trust me? Don't answer that, my friend. Just trust me.
It better work, though I'm skeptical.
It's even worth sacrificing them as potential customers.
Do you want the crops burned too?
They grow herbs, harmless plants for medicine. It's just the silos that should go. Blow them up!
You couldn't have mentioned there were 3 of them before?
I thought it was implied. Having triplets runs in their family.
That's a lot of Cerberuses.
Let's hope they don't procreate and have Cerberus puppies.
I'll pay their farm a visit.
Give them a good scare. I'm pretty sure it's the farm in Astipalia City. Their goons are always hanging around.
Got it.
Get out of here. Someone's going to kill you for that bounty. Might be me.
That's one silo down.
What the fuck? My silos! Stop!
One more silo to go. Done. I'll tell Marcos it made quite the impression. The Cerberus should stay away from you now.
Well, maybe not after all. One of the farmers ran over. She was, not happy.
Why?
It seems I may have, or I did, accidentally of course, sent you to someone else's farm.
It wasn't the Cerberus's farm?
I could have sworn it belonged to the Cerberus. You have to believe me, my friend. An honest mistake.
Malaka, Marcos! Sometimes I wonder how you walk around with a brain so small.
You don't mean that. Come on, think of all the smart things I've done. Remember the Cyclops' eye?
Another mess.
You've known me longer than anyone. If you can't forgive me, Alexios, who can?
Someone with more patience.
Are you going to make me beg? Because I'll beg! Spare me from the Cerberus!
Marcos!
Have I led you down the wrong path? A few times, yes. Many times, maybe. But this is it for me, my friend.
I can't keep you safe if you keep getting into trouble, Marcos.
Think back to that sunny day when I found you, Alexios. That was your day of need, and Marcos came to the rescue. Come to my rescue today.
I've paid you back plenty.
That I can't deny. But the Cerberus will come with its dogs and its devotees, and I'll be finished. Protect me, and we'll come out on top.
There's that we again.
I'll tell you what. You protect me, and you get Mama's beloved battle axe. She used to be quite the fighter, believe it or not.
All right, let's keep you alive.
Oh, I've never heard words more sweet. You'll never get rid of me now.
That's why I do what I do.
And just in time, I hear them approaching. All right, Marcos, this is it. The grand finale.
Seek him.
We did it, my friend. I'd say I was invincible, but I don't want to jinx myself.
Yes, that's why you're alive.
I joke. I owe you everything, Alexios. For this, you get a lifetime supply of wine and my friendship. Lucky you. Oh, and Mama's axe. Life will now be simple. All thanks to you. It's always thanks to you.
A less dramatic life is just what you need, Marcos.
Go now and adventure. Come back anytime for that cup of wine.
Right. We'll see about that.
Now, back to what's important. My wine and my mama.